I'm back with Legend of Korra content. Kind of. I'm slowly going to be starting getting back into Legend of Korra stuff because, well, I finally feel able to get back into it. I finally have some more ideas, and also I've been watching the series again, so more ideas are flowing. But today we're going to be starting with something that's not really series related, but more something I want, because this is my channel. I get to talk about what I want, and what I want is a Legend of Korra graphic novel story set in the Fire Nation. And here's how it'll go. Now, it's been noted that we do have a Legend of Korra graphic novel series, I think, coming out again this time. It's been a while since we had a previous one. The last one was Ruins of an Empire, which was Kuvira's sort of redemption arc and some great Korrasami moments. We love that for them. But what I want next is a Fire Nation story, because we haven't actually seen the Fire Nation yet in Legend of Korra. I think it'd be really interesting to see what has changed about the Fire Nation. Obviously, we're only about 80 years, maybe 80 or 90 years after the end of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I don't really think within that time frame, the whole, Fire Nation ruling the world and all the horrible things that they did will have really faded. There are still going to be people alive during that time period right now who may not be particularly thrilled with the way in which their nation has gone, or at least in their mind, gone back to where they were before. And so I think it'd be really interesting if Korra and, the new team Avatar, so her, Asami, Mako and Bolin, and probably Prince Wu, because I feel like he's a new member, go to the Fire Nation for, because of the Kyoshi novels, going to the Fire Nation for an Avatar Setso festival, because it's noted that there is a few festivals dedicated to him at the Fire Nation. They've been invited there particularly by Fire Lord Uzumi, and that's also, but we're going to introduce Mako's new love interest, who is Fire Lord Uzumi's daughter, but that's a conversation for later. We technically don't know her name, but that's the situation I want happening. And it's all about them, they're there to celebrate Avatar Setso. They're there to have a great time at this festival. They get to meet with Fire Lord Uzumi, and they're just having a good time at this festival. They're finally getting the break that they deserve, because obviously they've been having all this issue with the whole brainwashing situation. They've got the triad problems back in Republic City. Finally, they get to have a break and have a good time just in each other's presence. Korra and Asami looking good in their Fire Nation outfits, because that's what they do, because you got to wear traditional Fire Nation outfits for this festival to really kind of give the dedication to Setso there, so they're looking good. But of course, psych, everything goes wrong. And that is where I want the spirits to come back into the story. I feel like the whole situation of the opening of the portals and the spirits being in the human realm now hasn't been explored enough. So I would like to see some angry spirits specifically who are angry at the Fire Nation, because it was the Fire Nation who threw the world out of balance and caused more issues for the spirits, as we saw with, in Avatar: The Last Airbender, Heibai. Heibai became this bad spirit because their home was destroyed by the Fire Nation. And I feel like it's very realistic to believe that spirits would still be angry at what the Fire Nation did, and those grievances have just been slowly building up. And it's with the Avatar there, and obviously Korra kind of radiates more spiritual energy with her connection to the spirit world with Rava, that the spirits finally have enough of that power and enough of that, want to cause this havoc, to appear and cause chaos at the Avatar Setso festival. And it takes the team working together both to try and push back the spirits, but realising, pushing them back is not going to fix anything. We need to have a proper negotiation talk here. We need to figure out what it is these spirits want. Basically the whole Aang with Heibai situation of trying to figure out what is wrong with these spirits and what these spirits want and why they're feeling this way. And I think that'd be a really interesting way to kind of get more into the history of the Fire Nation and kind of where they are now. Maybe even having a sort of fringe group of people who are trying to find ways to spread around this propaganda again about the Fire Nation being the greatest nation. And that could be a bit of an added reason why the spirits are kind of rattled up. But also explore more of this life with the spirits, which I feel didn't get covered enough in the series. Which admittedly, fair enough, Nickelodeon screwed them over, so they probably didn't have enough of that time. But the graphic novels are a great way to get into that. And yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see the Fire Nation as it is now. See Asami and Korra in Fire Nation outfits, that is the main reason. But also to explore the spirits and also the possibility that the Fire Nation hasn't fully healed from what they did in the past. I don't know. I think it'd just be really interesting to see this kind of graphic novel told in those 3 parts that they have been. But what about you? What would you like to see in a graphic novel story with Legend of Korra? Let me know in the comment section down below, and also let me know your thoughts on what you think of this idea for a Legend of Korra graphic novel. And Dark Horse, if you're watching, I am available to write this story. I technically have already written it, so if you would like it, hit me up. And also people like tag or send to Dark Horse actually, because I would actually really like to write this if they're interested. But yeah, comment below your thoughts, your own ideas, all these sort of stuff. And if you've got any Legend of Korra theories or discussions you would like covered, let me know, because I am back with that Korra content. As always, thank you so much for watching. Check out all my social media and Patreon in the description box down below. Order Echoes of the Past if you haven't already, and pre-order Home to the Wild, because, you know, that's coming very soon. Well, not very, it's coming. And if you can't support me on Patreon, be sure to hit that subscribe button and let everyone know about this channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.